Which robot would you trust alone in your home? Today on AI News, I'm showing you 3 brand new humanoids and what they can do, plus several new AI breakthroughs. But first, is this the next direct competitor to Boston Dynamics Atlas? This is the first look at Noble Machines' general purpose humanoid robot that's built for industrial work. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you not just how this robot can be trained, but also how it can work with other robots as well as humans. But as for some of its stats, this uses modular end effectors for hands. You can see it picking up this pipe, and its max payload is 23 kilograms or 50 pounds. You can see it here working with humans, so it's rated for safety. And it has a battery life of 5 hours with a walking speed of 0.8 meters per second. And in just a moment here, I'm going to show you how this learns new skills and adapts using its AI and whole body intelligence to improve itself through experience, demos, and feedback. So this is an example of this robot working completely autonomously at GTC 2026 doing some construction tasks. And this was actually trained to do this task simply by demonstration. And in just a moment, I'll show you how that works. But this is the robot working by itself. And this is a warehouse task. You can see that it's using different end effectors here. This one has padding on its fingertips. And it's working with crates, doing different tasks. But what's even more impressive is the fact that this robot can also work with other robots. And what you're seeing here is being teleoperated, but remember, this is for demonstration purposes in order for this robot to carry on this task completely autonomously afterwards. This crate is 30.1 pounds. You can see that he carries it, although it's a little bit slow getting from one robot to the other. He does have quite a bit of stability. And currently there's no price on this robot, so comment down below what you think this should cost. Just for comparison, Boston Dynamics Atlas is expected to cost over $100,000 to start, moving down towards $30,000 to $40,000 once it reaches economies of scale. But now this crate has been loaded up to 50.3 pounds. And currently this robot can carry out inspections, it can do data capture, can execute material handling, sorting, and it also features a simple interface for control without specialized training. So Noble Machines is selling the entire robot to develop and test for specific use cases using their software toolkits, or else they're also offering a robot as a service pilot that can be operated by Noble Machines team themselves. But there's also another brand new humanoid robot. This is from Galaxea. This is the Kengo. And you can see here, so far it's performing some of these extreme acrobatics to demonstrate its agility. But what we know so far is that the entire joint system that you're seeing here uses just 2 standardized actuator modules. And it delivers up to 120 Newton meters of torque. But take a look at its hands. Tell me in the comments whether or not they look like they are dexterous, as in that the 5 fingers can articulate, or not, because this would be a great selling point. It's hard to see here. In fact, it looks like it could have closed its hand there. And in terms of durability, its hollow architecture is rated for over 200,000 bending cycles in order to withstand repeated falls and other heavy-duty use cases. And just a note, Galaxea will likely combine its G0.5 zero-shot embodiment foundation model with the Kengo to allow it to memorize different tasks and learn how to act so that it can essentially think and act on the fly. But tell us down below how much you think this robot should cost, and whether or not you think it would be a better purchase in comparison to this brand new Astribot T1, which is priced at 89,900 Chinese yuan, which equals about 13,271 US dollars. And currently uses a wheeled mobile base. While standing 155 centimeters tall, or about 5 feet 1 inch, and it weighs 66 kilograms or about 144 pounds. And what we do know is that it features 23 degrees of freedom across its body, with 16 degrees of freedom additionally in its hands, with a payload capacity of 5 kilograms or 11 pounds per arm. And it runs on Astrobot's proprietary Lumo reasoning foundation model in order to learn skills dynamically from human demos. Meanwhile, Nvidia and Microsoft just introduced a localized architectural design workflow that uses new Windows native RTX Spark hardware, and it's purpose-built for personal AI agents, with the computing architecture operating with 1 petaflop of FP4 AI performance and up to 128 gigabytes of unified memory. And the hardware layout provides the processing baseline required to coordinate cross-application workflows directly on local devices, all without relying on remote servers. And the operation initiates when a user inputs context parameters directly into the local environment, including site locations, visual mood boards, concept sketches, and specific programmatic text requirements. And once it's initialized, the local agents automate multi-step cross-application execution, while natively opening the CAD software Rhino to model the site, shape complex terrain topography, calculate regulatory setbacks, and determine the initial building envelope. Plus, using localized reasoning, the system automatically analyzes and proposes structural building forms that are optimized for cost metrics, quality constraints, and environmental comfort. And after the external envelope is locked in, the agent generates internal space planning, drafting structural elements, walls, circulation pathways, windows, and doors. Then the system incorporates an integrated self-correction loop that's designed to actively detect internal modeling errors, as well as fix geometry anomalies autonomously, all before final export. On top of this, Microsoft also just introduced its own localized architecture that's designed to optimize cloud-tethered workflows. So at its Build conference, they announced 7 in-house MAI models spanning reasoning, coding, images, voice, and transcription to provide clean data lineage, all without third-party distillation. And the primary mechanism is what Microsoft terms a hill climbing machine, which is a system-level optimization loop using reinforcement learning environments to continuously adapt local agents. Anyways, like and subscribe, and check out this video here for more of the latest in AI and robotics news. And thanks for watching.